back now to what I was saying, my friend was saying. She was saying that a whole heap of things she do, but going like pato, a whole heap of things she do, right, as a young girl, like party and whatever, and some reckless driving, even with persons that she would have gone out with in their 20s, and then up and down, and then party, and then out, and then just, it's like recklessness, all right? And she's looking back now that she is 40, she doesn't really enjoy those stuff anymore. If she does go out, it's like special event, somebody invite you somewhere, but we most likely prefer to stay home at this time, because then you would have prepared a place of comfort for some of us, because some people just waste out them years are being unfortunate, because that's another thing. Because just because somebody doesn't accomplish something that I have doesn't mean that they wasted their years. It can be that they worked hard, just didn't matriculate. All right, anyways, and I'm saying, at this age, you're in your 40s, you need to thank God that you never perish. When you usually live certain life, and you need to now come to the realization that you have to be more mindful of how you spend your time. You have to be more mindful. The older you get, you have to be more mindful of how you spend your time. My time is so important. I just don't go everywhere, and do anything. It has to make sense. It has to make sense, all right? It has to be purposeful. It has to be beneficial to my health, beneficial to my pocket, or a little fun, because pleasure is good. Don't get me wrong. But it cannot be pleasure. That don't make sense. And that is why you find that a lot of men and women, but I've realized, because I'm single and I would have met men in my age group, I'm 40, I would have met men at certain levels in life, and I realized that a lot of men, that's the main reason why they have not accomplished certain things, is because they have never settled. They didn't settle down. They didn't settle. They're all over the place, right? And they're still acting like they're 20. How can you be in your 40s and your 50s and acting? You have never settled and been stable. And some women are like that too, but I don't really go around women like that. The women that I go around are educated women, settled women, stable women, women who are doing things and achieving things and are out there and are purposeful. But a lot of our men are not purposeful. A lot of our men are not doing important and interesting things. And there are some men, though, them, not bash men, because I don't really commonly bash men. There are some men who have come to the realization that life is not all about pleasure. And they have come to the realization that they need to be stable, they need to settle, and they need to not settle like how we look at settle. I have to be careful I use that word. You might think I'm saying go and fix yourself with somebody that you don't really want. That's what I mean. I mean that they have them not up and down and all over the place again. Them are everywhere. Some things where I see some big man doing, I'm wondering, at what age do men really? But if you are educated and you study psychology, the psychologists say that men don't mature the same time as women. We are like 10 years ahead, right? However, the point that I'm trying to make is that when you look back at the things that you would have done in your younger days, you really need to give God thanks you didn't perish. That's the point. You need to give God thanks and never perish. Yeah? And start living more consciously and start living more mindfully. Nobody's perfect, but let your days not be a waste. Let your hours not be a waste. All right, and that's my little 2 cents in my coffee. The coffee girl. Toodles.